this thing on? Alright, well. Alright, well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This one's been a little while in coming. Alright, sorry bots in the chat. Good. Now, I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to say it for the folks just coming in. I've been seeing a lot of them in the past couple of weeks, but there are just some people who seem devoted to trying to advertise, like paid audiences, bits, and things like that. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, Oh, Alexander LR, hello, welcome. I wasn't expecting you to come. You came just at the right time. We were about to start the build stream. And speaking of which, let me show you what we're going to build tonight. This released not too long ago. We are looking at set number 77093 from The Legend of Zelda. We have the final battle, Ocarina of Time. This set boasts about 1,003 pieces, and this one is kind of like a diorama set. Now, normally I don't get diorama sets like this, but this was one I really wanted to look at. Because I had heard that, ever since LEGO started doing collaborations with Nintendo for like the Super Mario sets a few years ago, it felt like it was going to be inevitable that we'd be seeing something. And we did see something a few years ago with the Great Deku Tree, and this is the set, and now we're seeing more of that with this. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know if we're going to finish the whole thing tonight. I mean, 1,003 pieces is quite a bit. Well, let me just take a look at the back. We got the front here. What we have here is that we're going to see like a base right here for the setup. In this case, the ruins of Ganondorf's castle right here. And here we see that unfortunately he couldn't handle defeat well. So now he's turned into the fearsome and monstrous Ganon. And speaking of which, let's take a look at the back right here. Basically, we have this scene right here just before that. Like, what's that sound? It pops right out of the ground, angry as heck. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's see if they have anything to say about this. They usually will. Let me see. We have 1, 2, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 bags. You like the design of the back cover? Yeah, I really do like it. Alright, and here we have the instruction manual right here. I kind of don't like that LEGO's kind of going really basic on the instructions and things like that. Like, for the design of the box, the solid black and the glowing flame details a bit, but they really could have done a bit more. Let's see if they have anything to say about this. Oh, there's actually a bit of flavor text here. Released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64 system, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time introduced a 3D action-adventure format set in the fictional kingdom of Hyrule. The game follows the young protagonist Link on a quest to stop Ganondorf from obtaining the Triforce and to awaken the power of the sages. It features a time travel mechanic that allows Link to switch between stages, adding new depths to both the gameplay and story progression, all in an expansive world that allows players to explore vast locations enriched by the environment elements that respond to player actions. And here, ooh, we even have a lovely little shot. I think there's a little art from what they did back then. This is a very nice one. Kind of makes me want to cut it out and post it. Oh, we have more. Okay, next page. A defining battle, transitioning the Legend of Zelda series from 2D into fully realized 3D environments allowed for more complex gameplay, perhaps most notably in the climatic final battle between Link and Ganondorf. Framed as a confrontation between light and shadow, the showdown unfolds in phases across changing stages, causing Ganon's castle to collapse and eventually culminating in Link's victory. The battle sequences integrate strategy, quick thinking, and timed sequences, which requires players to consider and adapt to each stage of the fight. And here, we have more. Basically, the art that Nintendo came up for how they want to set like the first phase of the battle with Ganondorf. And I remember seeing it for the first time, thinking Ganondorf was basically like a berserk gorilla. A berserk gorilla drunk on power. And then here we have 2 screenshots from the phase itself. Like right here, we have screenshots from the battle itself. We have a nice little thunder lit background, mostly highlighting Ganon himself right here. And then another one, we have Link going for the tail. Okay, next page. The powers of the Triforce. Beyond its graphics and gameplay mechanics, the stories of Ocarina of Time is structured around the 3 virtues of the Triforce: courage, wisdom, and power. Each is represented by one of the central characters, Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf, and their interactions help shape the narrative. These virtues are not only central to the storyline, but they also establish a thematic foundation for the characters' roles and the larger struggle unfolding across the kingdom of Hyrule. And here we have a shot illustrating that. This is a nice little alternate setup for the diorama, though not too much. In this case, we have them standing over in respective to where the pieces of the Triforce correspond. Alright, so first page we're covering the Triforce of Courage with Link. As the bearer of the Triforce of Courage, Link faces new challenges when he emerges from his 7 years magical slumber. Players join him on his journey through a transformed kingdom of Hyrule where familiar places have changed and new dangers have taken root. To confront unknown dangers, Link must be brave and sometimes, when necessary, take a few risks. So, this time we got another shot of Link in the art, and we have him in the in minifigure form. Those screenshots look so cool. Next up, we have the two pages. In this case, this one we have Zelda. Triforce of Wisdom, Zelda. It takes courage to stand against evil, but it takes wisdom to defeat it. Only together can Link and Zelda stand against Ganondorf's power. Zelda's quiet resolve, though understated, brings its own kind of strength to the final battle. The wisdom that guides Zelda's actions is deeply rooted in her love for the Kingdom of Hyrule's legacy and its future. So here we have this time another shot, this time of Zelda in terms of art and her respective minifigure. This actually looks pretty good. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the Triforce of Power, represented by Ganondorf. Power in itself isn't evil. It's part of the Triforce after all, but in evil hands, when pursued without balance, it can have ruinous consequences. Zelda realizes that Ganondorf's heart is out of balance. Although he could never claim the Triforce, he could claim the Triforce of Power, and risk driving the Kingdom of Hyrule to the brink of destruction in the process. And here we have the big bad himself in terms of art, and I think I'm going to like this minifigure. And I think that's all for the first bits of flavor text. And then one thing that should be stated, well, it's not just that. There's one thing I should bring up. I mean, Ganondorf did have ambition, but it's not solely on his own desire that it was driven. It would not be until much later, but we do see that part of it ties to the curse of demise. During the time of Skyloft, the first hero that would face down evil would end up having to take down the demon god, in which he was successful. But just before being imprisoned, Demise warned him that as long as the spirit of the hero and that of the goddess exists, so too will exist an embodiment of his own hatred and desires. And so in this case, we see the first major, as far as timelines go concerning the series, we see the first major manifestation of that in Ganondorf. I do remember in some of the art bits, when discussing Demise, the game designer said that in order to give Demise some connection to Ganondorf, we gave him fiery hair. And basically, actually looking at it now, I do see a little bit more in it, because if I remember right, Demise's design looked very much like Akuma. Well, it reminded me a lot of Akuma from Street Fighter. But in this case, we see a bit more of it here, but more in a more bestial design. In this case, Ganondorf would transform into a creature that would manifest his own greed and hatred. In this case, a really angry, boar-like pig demon. This also goes a little bit well if you factor in a little bit of a link to the past, in which case the power of the Sacred Realm would transform anyone who enters it, except those who have the Moon Pearl, into a shape that reflects their inner nature. But that's another kettle of fish entirely. So, let's get started with the build, shall we? Now, just to make certain, I don't know how long I'll probably stream until 9 o'clock, but I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing by then. It takes a while to build with this many pieces. So, first off, we're going to start with the minifigure. In this case, we're starting with Zelda. I can just get it on. You see, see, where's her headpiece? I noticed, there's her headpiece. Let's see. Little gold comb. Oops, stick this little clear stick in there. Add another one. And here we have Zelda using a bit of her own power right here. Well, this wouldn't be until the last leg of the fight, the very last one. I gotta say, I really like the amount of detail they put into her dress, and then they even gave her golden pauldrons to match with it. It's very nice. All right, now we're starting off with the foundation. No, here we are. Let me see. Oh, I should warn you. If someone calls on the phone, that will likely stop the stream. In which case, just bear with me a little bit. If someone calls, I'll have to, answer it and then start the stream again. That hasn't happened all that often, but you never know. Hopefully it doesn't. Ooh, these are nice. These are nice pieces right here. They look like a little bit burnt brown. Well, light brownish. Let's see. Let's see. 4 of these white ones. See, so I need one left. And one left. There we go. Been a while since you did a village street like this. I mean, the last one I did was last Halloween when I had the Adventure in Transylvania set. That one took well over a month to do. And then I know one I was probably thinking to do, but I got a little too eager. In this case, I know once that came out not too long ago. Well, unfortunately, it's part of the Bricklink Designers Program, but I was able to secure it. Maybe if there's time, I'll show that one as well. Actually, no. You might, well, actually, no, you wouldn't be able to see it here. This is in the way. Well, maybe there's time. We'll see what happens. No, that's not it. Let's see. This is a bit clever right here. So that we can get a shape for the, whatchamacallits, for the base. This one goes right here, I believe. This one goes underneath, yes. And this will go right here, yes. One of these for these small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One more of these, then we need one of these little black ingots. Two of these long ones on your side, I believe. Yes. And then this is going to go in the front, right here. There. Basic skeleton for the base. Little framework. So, how are you doing? How you doing, Alexander? Anything good tonight? Let's see, we need for these base places right here. We set them underneath the orange. Underneath, just beneath the orange plates. I just hope this thing's pretty solid because we have quite a bit to build on top of it. Pat down just to be safe. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Alright. We need 2 of these. Let's see. 3 of these little guys, 3 more of these. And then 2 of the ingots. Alright. So first we need to get base plates right here. We'll put the ingots right next to them. Oh, wait. No. Take the 1x4, put that in. Okay, the base is coming along nicely so far. Yes, it is. I hope it's pretty sturdy considering what's going to be sitting on top of it. Let's see. And then 1, 2, 3. Let's see, and then 2 more base plates, and they're going to be sitting. I gotta say, I like how it's coming along so far. I mean, this would actually work for a pretty good mosaic if I felt like it. Alright, and we're in bag number 2. Oh wait, actually before that. So that way I'll lose track of the pieces. Or at least loses track as many of them anyway. So I put the itty bitty pieces over here out in the open. Alright, now I need 2 of these shield slates. This is one piece I definitely like that they came up with during the Nexonite era. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of interesting things with them, and I know I've seen quite a bit of good use for them, especially in sets like Rivendell a few years ago. Let's see. So we need this. We need 6 more of those shield slates. That being said, I am hearing a rumor. that in the summer we will be seeing more sets from the Lord of the Rings And from my understanding, it's a big one that folks have been asking for. From my understanding, we'll be seeing Minas Tirith come June. Of course, that being said, I heard this set's going to be ridiculously big. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that one. I mean, because from my understanding, that's going to cost at least 600, 650-ish. And that's not even factoring in the taxes. And then, I don't know where I'm going to find room for it at the moment. At least at the moment, if I decide to get it. Okay, so I need 2 of these light brownish ones. Got this rotating base. 6 of those I need. Let me see. There's got to be another square. One of these square pieces. There you are. Alright. So we're going to start it from... Oh, I see where it's going. Right here. Let me see. Oh yeah, then we're going to need some of these little studs. And I think this is going to be the base for the tower. Well, the tower that's still standing anyway. I really love the things you can do with these little shield slates. I really do. Alright, so next we have this round piece right here. What do we have? Let me see. 2 1x1 studs. One right here, one right here. Now this is interesting. We have pretty much like inverted pieces right here. You don't usually see a lot of these. Okay. 1x1 snot. That goes right here. Wedge. Got that right here. Let me see. Bottom piece right here. We're going to need this right here, a little hinge piece. There should be one more. Now, let's stick these 2 together. Put 2 of these white ones right here. And there should be a white bar of sorts, or a clear one anyway. Clear bar. I'm going to slip this in the middle, I believe. I think we have another one. We have another one to do just like it. Let's see. It's right here. Come on. Come on, don't be... I hate it when some of the pieces like to get stirred up. There we go. Let me see. There should be another bar, I believe. Oh, no. It's going to the same one. I need 2 more of those white pieces. I repeat this step again. Let's see. So this is how it's looking like. And now we got to put it on this piece right here. Now let's see. Flip these pieces over. These look like teeth right here. Let me see. Little pin. Let's go right here. Let me see. Now we need another snot. Another wedge. 1x1 snot. Single snot. Let me see. What's this? And then a pair of studless slopes. That's going to sit on top of these 2. Maybe 1x6 here. Oh, it's great. Great. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Gonna need another one. Should be down there. There it is. Let's stick these two on top. And then two of these 2x1 cheese slopes. And then 3 dark metal gray ingots. One goes right here. This is actually kind of nice right here. Let's see. And this is going to go on. Right, And this is going to go on top of the base right here. And next up is the tower itself. Let's see, we're going to need 3 of these, 2x1s, and then we're going to see a couple of inverted 2x1 plates. How's the sound coming in, by the way? Let's see. We need, these 2x1s. Oh, there it is. Sound is good. Very good. Because I know in some of my recent videos the volume is low. It's kind of hard to gauge that after the stream is over. I mean, that's why I usually ask how the sound's coming in when I started. But, you know the old saying, I mean, whatchamacallits, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink or talk about the sound. Let's see, so we need 1x1 here. And we need 2, which we need a black, sand colored 2x1 double snot. 2 black 1x1 snots. Yeah, same for while you're live streaming. Yes. Alright, now we got 2 more of these 1x1 brown studs. Stack them across. And then I need these 2 right here. This is an interesting piece like here. It's like a 1x1 rounded snot, I guess. Well, I don't know the exact name for it, but that's the best thing I could think for it. 2 of these. But the problem is they're not as tall as the 1x1 bricks. So let me see, we add these on top. They can be turned somewhat, though. Usually we want to line them up with the other holes from the snot pieces below. Let's see. Light brown, 2x2 slate. Okay, we need 2 of these right here. There's alright. Holder's gotta be on top. Let me see, what else is there? We need 1x1, oh no, actually no. This is gonna go right here. Let me see, GDK Gamer, welcome, you're just in time. We actually got a good start on the foundation right here. And so we're starting with the tower. Let's see. I need another one because I got to do two. I got to do two walls for this one. So we got one by one, several one by one piece right here. Like I said, to be honest, I honestly don't know if I'll do the whole thing before 9 o'clock, but we'll see how that goes. If I'm close enough to completion by then, I'll do a bit of overtime and finish the set. And then we're going to need four these windows right here. Okay, making sure that the lattice is facing away from this hinge piece right here. Yes, this is how the first one's going to look. I got to do another one just like it. Ah, there it is. Ah, you two know each other. Oh, actually, no, probably not. But anyway, welcome to the both of you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Alright, now that we have the two windows set up, we have to attach them. And so we're going to turn them upside down and attach them to the holders right here. This is actually pretty clever now that I see how it's coming together. So now we flip it over. No, not yet. Actually, no. There's still more to do. I think the way they envision this is building the tower upside down. This is going to be interesting. Alright, so we need 4 of these dark metal ingots, 4 of these dark metal 1x1 cylinders. Well, one of them for now. Take the ingots, put them on the side. Let's see, one more cylinder. Black. Alright, so this 2x1 L is going to go right here. Black one's going to go next to that. And then on the side of those is going to be the 2x1 rounded pieces. Let's see, then we need another 2 more cylinders for the next part. As well as this sandy, let's see now, snot piece. Make sure the holes are facing whatchamacallits, the cylinder. Now we're gonna need 2 of these black whatchamacallits, black 1x4s. Let's see. 2 more ingots. Let's see. 1x1. There should be 1x2 flat tile. And let's see. That's gonna go like this. Nice little brick. We did a little detail here for the tower. And then we have another one opposite it. See, 2 of these, 2 more ingots. Let's see. Let me see. We're gonna need 2 of these rounded 2x2 tiles. Add that to the one underneath. We're gonna add this 2x1 piece right here. Oh wait, we need this little red axle right here. And now we're gonna thread this piece through the middle. And now we're building the steeple of the tower. Let's see. And then we need three cornered pieces right here. 1, 2, 3. This 1x2 hole, little cylinder down right here. Take this frame, stick it on top. And now we're going to need 2 of these right here, 2 of these black slopes right here. And then 2 more. No, I got this one in backwards. There we go. Let's see, then we take this last piece right here in the corner, add 2 whatchamacallits cylinders, stick it in here. This little piece right here, 1x1 hollow stud, and then this dark gray drill bit. And here we have the tower steeple. And we're going to stick that on top. Wait, no, it goes like this, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. No. Let me see. There's one more. Odd. Very odd. Maybe I used one. Well, let me take a look at something pretty quick. Maybe I used one piece too many. Okay, one goes there, yes. I know one went down there. 2, yes. There should be one more, so, Let me move the tower pretty quick. Oh, I did. I used one too many. Gotta love the part separator. Right. This one should go right about here. Let's see, alright, well, you're going to be back right quick. You're heading home from work and getting to get something to eat right pretty quick, so you shall be right back. Well, sounds good. Be careful, GDK. Alright, now we're going to start another piece right here. Let's see, take this right here. This gray one stud. You can take this little spear, jam it through. Take this handle, put it in. Take this 1x1, this little steeple piece right here, and not too good, but we have the megaton hammer. I mean, there's no sticker or detail on it, but it's pretty much it. If you know the game, this is definitely the hammer. It's going to get quite a bit of a workout in the fight, assuming you don't have Bigoron sword already. So now we stick it into the tower. Let's see. Take this little bit right here, a little blue stud. Take this, these 2 bits right here, stick them in together, and then we're going to stick this into the back end of it. Little pole. So we'll do it right here, stick the axle in, and then we'll take this in, stick it up here, And here we have an old familiar face. We have Navi. Hey, listen. Crabby as always. And now we're going to stick this hole right here. There we go. Okay, gotta turn Navi around carefully. Turn her up. And now we stick her. Now we stick the tower right here. There, now we have the first. Well, let me. Wait. Yeah, that's about right. We have the first major prop to the foundation here. Let's set the extra pieces in a bag in case we need them later. That's bag number 2. Let's see. Let's take the big pieces and put them in here for now. There aren't many small pieces, so I think it might be safe to leave them here. Alright. And we have coming up our next minifigure of the set. And it just when we wrap, and we also have this little box. That usually means either we have cables or a cape. We have 2 pieces actually. One is going to get used right now, the other one later. Oh, it's a 1-piece one. Let's see, stick it on top of the armor. Hey, it even got on both sides. Stick on the head on top. Stick, wait, let me just twist the head a little more. Stick on the headpiece. Yes, and here we have the big baddie of the set, Ganondorf Dragmire himself. Wow, this is really good right here. I love the detail they were able to put into these. And let's see what we have. They even did a little bit of detail on like the let me see the shoulder armor, and then I really like the detail they put into the cape right here. This is very, very nice. All right. Let's see. No, that's not. Actually, yes. This one has a slit in it. Good. That's what I need. And this is going to go right here. Yeah, the slit side has to be facing this way. This goes opposite those little orange pieces. Let me separate the yellow pieces because there's 2 different ones here to bear in mind. Oh wait, no, actually I don't. I'm wrong about that. It only looks that way. Let's see. Let's see, I need a 2x1. Go around here. I need one of these. I need a 2x1. slide. There it is. Alright. Black one goes on top. 1 by 1 yellow goes right here. Take 2 of these. Stack them here. Take this little sandy slope right here, put it next to that. And now we're going to slide this into the base like so. Take 2 of these right here, put it right here. Let's see. Yeah. And then take this dark gray cheese slope, stick it on top. We're going to put it right here. Okay, 2 by 1 with 2 holes in it. Take 2 black pegs, stick that in. Take this rounded piece right here, stick it on top. And we're going to need 2 mini 1 by 1 studs. These little guys right here. I'm going to stick them on the opposite ends. Oop. Good thing it fell where it needed to at least. And then we're going to need this L-shaped Technic piece. Take one of these right here. And now we're going to run the bottom end of this to these 2 holes right here. And I think I know what this is going to become. Let's see. Feels pretty solid right now. Looks like we have another one. What is this? Oh, Vanquish, Hopical's band. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised to see 2 of them? Let me see. Okay, Vanquish, I told you guys already. I warned folks at the start of the stream. I do not appreciate posts that advertise paid audiences. So between you and Tenoski Crits Polo Wing, Gift 10, both of you are banned from the channel. I don't like to do it, but I keep telling you guys. That's why I keep saying I don't like those kind of posts here. Honestly, why doesn't Twitch do something about them? I swear, all they do is just... It's a bit of a nuisance. It's a nuisance I don't need right now. Let's get back to the build, shall we? And I wouldn't be surprised if those 2 were also guilty of ban evasion. Usually those kind of folks are. Alright, so I need 2 dark gunmetal gray ingots, 2 black 1 by 2 tiles, 3 black 1 by 1 tile pieces, and I need 2 of these right here. There should be 1 more here. There we are. I know what this is going to become when it's finished. Alright, so we need 3 more gunmetal gray ingots. White, black, 1 by 1 here. Oops, wrong spot. Let's see. Yeah, if I'm right about it, yes. Now we just need to add more to it. Take one of these slots right here. No, that's not. Actually, yeah, we will need this piece. Take this gray one right here, stick it here. Take this one right here, put it on top right here. Red piece will go on top of it. Yeah, this is going to go on this end. Make sure that the red end is facing away. But then I grab these two. So now we need two 1x1 gray studs with holes. Oh, hey, let's see now. Varianius, good evening. Welcome to you. Been out grocery shopping and not looking forward to putting up everything. So I see. Well, hopefully this little stream can help you relax a bit. Now, we managed to get a good start on the foundation right here. But there's still a lot of work to do. And then 2 Banivaders have been busted. There's almost always some wise guy trying to post links for paid audiences. It's ridiculous. Good start on the foundation, or what's left of it, yeah. Although it makes me wonder, if Ganondorf's taken such a beating by this point, how is the landmass still floating? Let's see, and this is going to go right about... That's a good question, because I do remember the landmass that the castle was built on was floating over a pool of lava. Although I kind of inclined to think maybe part of it isn't exactly free floating, because some people don't know this. There is a side entrance to the castle. The one we went through in the game is the main entrance that can only be either entered if Ganondorf decides to let you in, or the sages make the bridge. But if you think about it, going down the tower, you spiral down in a different route than you would going up. So you end up coming to a side, to a side gallery that goes towards another entrance, one that was guarded by a Redet. And then if you look at the base of the tower, there is a bridge arcing overwards to a way you wouldn't get to from the if you entered in from the bottom. Or at least that's my observation. Because the only thing you see down there is a Redet. And that thing, it pretty much tries like a last second try to stop you from leaving the tower. Probably propelled by the same magic as Angel Island. I don't think so. I mean, that would involve the Chaos Emeralds. And as far as I know, we're not in Angel Island. But I do kind of guess where you're going with that. Let's see. So there's a little bit right here. Stick this right here. Make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah. Yeah, we have a little bit of roof right here, and this is where he's going to pop out. So we got one of these. Angel Island Shrine would be so cool. Well, they did a small version of that last year, I believe, with the Master Emerald Shrine. Although, I kind of wish they made it a bit bigger to include something for the other 7 Chaos Emeralds. I won't deny it. Although I do appreciate they also added an egg robo for that one. Although that being said, I kind of wish that they made well, Actually, one sense, I kind of wish they did whatchamacallits, like a egg robo minifigure, and then gave him the eggmobile with the claw attachment so we could pick up the emerald. Because I know they actually did something like that, but for Rouge with the Knuckles mech the year before that. Although I am hearing that, yeah, we are still going to see some Sonic sets over the summer, so maybe they'll do something more. And you know what? I kind of wish I actually did more in that regard, because the only thing I see in that regard is the egg drillster. And even then, whatchamacallits, what's that thing? The Bio Lizard, kind of nice, but that's more Dr. Gerald's direction, not Ivo's. I kind of wish that they also did like a little kit so that way you could pretty much set up the Eggmobile with different variations. Although, that being said, Drill Car wouldn't be part of it, considering they made that big enough to be its own set. You know, like the Wrecking Ball, Flame Spitters, those kind of variations. Or maybe even something for, like, Big Arm. That's one I would like to see. But I digress. Something from Sonic Adventure would be sick. They already did something in that regard. I believe you could say they did like a Bio Lizard and whatchamacallit. Yeah, I think it was Super Shadow versus the Bio Lizard. I didn't get that one, unfortunately. And I was right. This is where Ganondorf's going to end up for most of this set. Yeah, I know you don't like it either, but guess what? You're going to be staying here for a while. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing something like flying battery or the egg carrier either. And now I think we're going to start building up the back. Well, the back detail anyway. So, first we need... I guess that's going to depend on what Lego has cooking up in that regard. I think I remember also around that time, I think they had a little bit too much fun doing the Eggman sets, because I remember they had a little bit where they had like Eggman took over the Lego company for a little bit. That was weird, but also kind of funny at the same time. I do know they're doing vehicles right now to coincide with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That being said, I think I need to start investing some more time into that one. Let's see, then we have... Oh my, that's a lot of them. We got 14 of these orange one by one routed hollow studs. You know what, that being said, I kind of wouldn't mind if they also visit the Sky Sanctuary as well. I mean, because I know they did the Death Egg Robot. I mean, how could they not do Death Egg Robot? See, that's a lot of studs going into there. Let's see. That's about right. I need 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Let's see. One goes here, one goes here. Egg Dragoon. Oh yeah, that definitely would be nice for an Egg Dragoon. Actually, I think I have one here. Well, I don't think it's closer. I think right now they have a good. I think they have a good grasp on how to handle the whatchamacallits, the mechs, because technically this isn't the egg dragoon, but going from this, they have a pretty good idea of how they could approach it. Or even whatchamacallits, egg wyvern. I mean, I did not play the Sonic 2006, but there were a few interesting things from that. I kind of wish they did something for, what was it, Metal Overlord? No, there's a lot of things they could do. I just kind of hope they do some of the interesting things. Let's see, so we need 8 little flames. 8 flames, we need 8 big flames. This will likely take a little bit of time. Yeah, that's right. Stick this one right here because it's not going to take that much more. Let's see, take a little bit right here, and let me just straighten the flames up. All right, and here we have the fire detail going on in the background, basically like for the firewall that's going to surround the arena space. Let's see. I have to admit, they're getting pretty good with how they set up the colors against fire. Because I know LEGO did a pretty good job with this, with Barra Door about 2 years ago. Because I love how they were able to set apart all the details against this big black tower. And then make it look like you could picture the river, the running river of lava below. I've been thinking about getting a light kit for that one, but some of the prices I'm seeing are a bit crazy. I think I may be missing a... Yeah, I think I am. Maybe not. think we have our last minifigure of the set right here. Let me just get ready. Ooh, this is really nice. Here I have the last mirror of the figure of the set. We have Link. Now let me see. I know they've used the shield before for the Great Deku Tree, but I have to say, I really, really like the shaping they gave for the Master Sword. It's really nice. Because when I first saw the pictures from Great Deku Tree, I thought it looked a little too big, a little too wide. But this looks really nice, and I do like the fact they kind of gave it they gave the blade a bit of a bluish hue. It definitely harkens back to a bit of Skyward Sword. Very nice. Alright, now back to work. There it is. These. Two of these solid studs. 4 of these 2x1 cheese slopes. Alright, now let's start by putting the shield slate down where it could be easily found. It's right here. Okay. Let's see, and then this one should go right about. Yes, that should be about right. Oh no, that's about right. Wait. Oh no, that's not right. That's not right. Everything should be one stud over. Well, not everything. A few things, yes. Okay, I did not want to turn the tower. There we go. Let's see. 2 more solid studs. Where's that? There's gotta be a cheese slip. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. There should be another cheese slip. There we are. Let's see. 2 of these, and I need 2 of these black ones right here too. No, this is the wrong spot. Ow. me see, then we need two of these right here, one here. Let's see. Here we are. I haven't seen one like this for a while. Let's see. Hello. Jumpy one. Welcome. You're right in time. Well, let's see. Right now, we've got a good start into the foundation, and we already have 3 of our minifigures already. Well, let me show the minifigures again pretty quick. Let's see. Right here, we got Zelda. We got Link. And I really have to say, I wasn't so sure. I wasn't really sold on how they were molding the Master Sword, but with this, they did a really good job of it. And then, of course, we have Ganondorf right here, buried under the rubble, ready to make his dramatic entrance. See, so right now, let me see. There aren't too many bags. I mean, that's kind of saying something, considering that this is just over 1,000 pieces. Let's see. So we need 2 of these shield slates. Let's see. Yep, very nice minifigures. I have to say, I really, really like them, and I definitely see some good possibilities for them. In fact, I think I might have a few of them on hand just already. Let's see, then we need, 2 of these miniature, what am I want, studs. That's going to be stuck right here on these little, it's right here. Then we need 2 drill bits, 2 of these grayish drill bits, or depending on how you look at them, they could be miniature drill bits or unicorn horns, depending on how you look at them. And then that's going to be stuck right. Oh, I forgot to stick this on. Let's see. This is going to be right. All right, and then this. Oh yes, where did that piece go? Oh yeah, that would go right here. Yes. And then this, I'm going to turn it slightly. Oh. Oh, this stud came out. And then this should go right about here. Yeah, so we have a little bit more of a build-up for the ruin of the castle. Oh, actually, this is an interesting little bit right here. We even have recovery hearts just to refresh during the fight. Let's see. Yes, indeed, Jumpy. They even thought about that. I mean, that does make sense, because I know during some parts of the fight, you can lead Ganon to certain parts of the debris, get him to swing his big old sword to destroy part of it, and you might find hearts, bombs, or or even I think it was miniature balls to refill your magic. I mean, the magic only would apply to the light arrows. But now, come to think of it, I think that was a bit of a lost opportunity. It's been a lost opportunity for them to add a bow or something like that for that. Although, granted, you don't necessarily need the light arrows for the fight itself. At best, at this point, those are mainly to stun Ganon for a bit. But then, if you know how to go about it, you don't need to. Not unless you need a quick breather. Yes, we're seeing quite a few familiar faces here tonight. I mean, because I know GDK was here earlier. He's heading home, so he might be able to come back on, assuming nothing gets in the way. Let's see. Let's see, one here. You know, looking at the detail for this, it's making me wonder how long is it going to be before someone does a mock build of the entire castle. Something like that would be massive. I mean, offhand, I could see something like that being on the scale of on the scale of Bottle Door, but that would require a lot of pieces and a lot of thought onto what they need to put into it. Because I kind of wouldn't mind them seeing doing like a few more things, like some Iron Knuckles, maybe some Stolfos, Lizalfos, Guardians, or whatchamacallit, or basically how, well, because when I first heard about this set, I thought they were going to do a diorama of the throne room, complete with the pipe organ. That would have been really nice. But this I like even better. But I do know some folks have actually gone to the lengths of actually doing that, adding side parts to the build. Like I said, a small chamber to simulate the first phase of the fight. Wait a minute, something's off. Let me see. No, that's not. That's a black ingot. Oop, almost dropped it. Maybe I might have used that. No, I don't think I used that one out of turn. Let me see something. That's not till later, though. Let me see something. Possible I might be missing a piece. Might be possible. Well, if push comes to shove, I know what I can do for that. But I'm kind of hoping I didn't lose that piece. I don't think it's lost anyway. Well, I don't like what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to take, well, I should have extra pieces anyway. Let me see. I'll have to cannibalize off one thing I have. I mean, I should have extra pieces for it anyway. I honestly don't like having to do this, having to take pieces off other things I built in order to satisfy it. Well, let me take a look one more time to be safe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't like it, but worthy sacrifice. Anyway, I think I know what I could do with that piece anyway. Oh wait, no, I already did that one, so yes. Wait a minute. Actually, maybe I might not need to build that one after all. Because, yeah, you know what? I think I built one too many when I didn't need to. I think I might have lost track. Well, we'll see what happens. Silly me. Let me see, a little bar goes right here. And this is going to go right here next to the roof. Oh, wait, actually, I need to slip the bar in a little bit more so that I can actually fit. Yeah, I think I may have made a mistake. Let's see, dark steel ingot, 1 by 1 tile. This little guy's going to go underneath. Let's see. And then this is going to go right here, I believe. Yes. Two of these, one of these, one of these cheese slopes, and one of these. Alright, so the piece is going to go right here, cheese slope next to that. And then we're going to start using these little holders right here. One goes here, one of my 2 piece goes here, the other one goes here, little stud goes right back here. I think I know where we're going to start with this. Let's see, these two guys. Oh, didn't need that one popping out. This little 1 by 1 should go right here. This one should go next to it. One goes here, one goes here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I know what the little black rounded piece was for. Oh, this is really going to be interesting. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is right here. We have the complete Triforce right here. Or will, anyway, once we get it here. Well, now we're going to build the framing that's going to go around it. Let's see. That's about right. Line it up. Now this is where hopefully it won't get too tricky. Let me see. Let me just make some minor adjustments. Oh, this looks real nice right here. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. They even accounted for the little gap right here. They definitely put some good thought into setting this up. Okay, I think I did get carried away with that one. Well, I don't know. Maybe this piece was in mind for something else. It's possible. Maybe this one may... Oh, you know what? This thing is actually to be used for something else, so... I wasn't too far off. Let's see, where was I? Okay, now I need two ingots. Let's see, no, there's nothing underneath. Oh, I think, where's that under the bag? first ingot is going to go right here. Second ingot's going to go behind this, and then these two slates will go right here. Alright, now I gotta take this one apart because I accidentally made a duplicate of that I didn't need to. Alright, so now we're gonna get that third piece. Because there's one thing I will say. This definitely is going to give a good idea of how someone could go about making a mock build of that scale. Because this would basically be like the roofing for the battlements. Or at least that's how I could see it working. Though that being said, I don't know how they build the other side of it. I mean, they could just do like a simple model, or if they're going to put sections of it. Because if they're going to go for something almost like a one-on-one scale, I mean, that is going to be huge. Well, minifigure scale anyway. Alright, and now this right here, we have the third piece. That's going to go tip it here, so that way we sit right. Oh, wait. Not quite. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like it's strewn about. Where did the other one go? There's supposed to be two of them here. I know I used one here, right? Oh, I see. The other one's going to go here. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Now a quick look at what we got so far. We have the tower right here. We have Navi. We have a little pop-up Ganondorf spot. We have the Triforce. We have all the flame details in the back. And we have little roofing details from what would have been battlement ramparts. Let's see. Stick this in one of these bars right here, and then we're going to stick it right here on top of the window. And then we're going to put a stud on top because this is where we're going to stick Link for now. Let's see, jumping wheel looks awesome, sorry. Well, here's another little bit right here they added for this one. They actually have a little spot for Link to jump off the tower. Oh, and then I should put Zelda somewhere down there too. Although it's kind of hard to stand her when there's no studs. And that being said, I should probably put this little piece back, because I know that one I ended up taking off. I took that one off a mock castle I built a few months ago. I prefer not to cannibalize off things that I built up unless I'm going to take it completely apart, if I can help it. Alright, I think that's it for the foundation, and I believe the last bags of the build are going to go to the last major piece of it. So that being said, we're going to start building Ganon. What time is it? Okay, 8:01. Good. We're actually making a good time. I was actually worried that it wouldn't go like this. Let's see. So And it kind of reminds me, about 2 weeks ago, I found out that there was a fan remake of the original game floating around the internet. I found it, and I actually streamed the game for about a week and a half. Well, not a week and a half straight, but like basically 1 weekend and a half. Actually, no, 2 weekends and a half, I should say. It was definitely a lot of fun. Let's see. Let me see the holes. That goes right here. Ooh, and I really like that they're using different colors. Like here, I'm loving these dark green pieces right here. They don't make a lot of them. Let's see, 2x1 studs. We're getting this will likely be the chest portion. Or the torso. Am I speaking too loudly? Oh, we got 4 viewers in the chat. Welcome, all of you. Well, let me see. For our viewers in the chat, let me just show what we got so far. We've already built up the foundation right here. We have the tower right here. We have some of the... Oh, actually, I forgot there was one part we can stand Zelda. We have the one remaining tower right here. We have the ramparts right here. We have a little spot where Ganondorf makes his grand entrance before transforming. We have all the flame details right here for the walls, and then we have a little spot where Link is jumping off the tower to strike at the pig demon, or will once we finish him. So now, that being said, we're building the demon himself right now. Let's see, and we just got over an hour and a half. That's pretty good. And then there aren't exactly like a huge amount of pieces per bag. So maybe we can get this all done tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see. Alright, these go right here. There should be a second. Oh, there it is. I'll turn this around. And we got. Oh yeah, there's 2 green ones too. I gotta find that one. Oh, there we are. Okay, so this is basically gonna be. This portion right here is gonna be the mid. Basically, Ganon's midriff right here. And then here's where his kilt starts, I believe. Well, for better or worse, it's a kilt. Now I gotta get a ball joint in there so that way. And now we're gonna stick it in the back end. Stick it in the back end. Let's see, 1x2, yeah. And I need one of these, quarter piece right here. So that way we can add a little bit more definition on the flanks. Ah, there it is. Oh wait, no, I put it in wrong. Okay, okay. Let's try it. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Let me see. We need two of these. No, that's not it. Then we need two of these. Stick them on the side. Two of these little T-bars. Stick them on the side of the chassis. And this one, we're going to start building the chest. Let's see. Oh, I got a message from someone. Well, I can see that message after the stream. Yeah, now we have a bit of chest definition. I definitely like this. A little bit of remnants where the cape begins. Well, what's left of it. And I think we're going to start with the polwards. Yep, and now we have the start of Gerudo tiling. Well, the Gerudo pattern anyway. Come on, come on. And like I said, yep, the start of the kilt. I mean, what, you really think they're going to let him fight naked? Okay, that's a bad joke. So if there's anyone booing in the comments, I wouldn't blame them for that. Let's see. Let's see. These right here. Golden stud. Two golden studs right here. And I think we're starting on the collar. I mean, that being said, they're not exactly letting you keep a lot of the armor. And here we have the chest, the torso, and the hip area, the main body. Alright, next up, bag number 6. And this is one of the legs. No, that's not it. I need the opposite end. Here we are. Let's see, 1 by 2. That's going to go right here. I think we're going to start with a hoof. This piece goes right here. We need a 1 by 1 stud with a 1 by 1 stud with a cross hole. Cross a hole, a cavity in the middle. Stick that in. Right here, and then two 1 by 1 snot with a flat base, and then where is that? Huh. Really? I didn't think they'd still use these. I mean, they used these since I think it was like the early 2000s, the throwback period. It's amazing they're still used that they're still finding use for some of these pieces. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright. Right, now I need 2 of these. Feels like something's missing. It does. Yeah, it does feel like something's missing. Yeah, it does. It is. Yeah, I accidentally skipped a step. That's not good. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's about right. And then this is going to end up on the, let's see, yeah, part of it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Should be around here somewhere. Chord section piece is right here. Oh, I see. There should be another dark green piece. Not like these, but here it is. Here it is. We need to add this, build up the calves a bit more. Here's how the leg is looking so far. This is probably going to be on the front side of it, maybe. Alright. This is interesting right here. I wonder if this is a new piece they developed. Because they're doing this for the hooves. Well, if one could even call them hooves. Ooh, this is interesting right here. We have like a round little washer on the side. That's gonna go around here. Let's stick this in here. Oh, actually, yeah, I did miss something. Yeah, I missed this little bit right here. This little ridging piece right here. That's gonna be the fur that covers the top of the mange, I guess. That's going to cover the top of the hoof. Let's see. Something seems wrong here. That's about right, but... Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I put some things where they shouldn't go. No, that's about right. Oh, I see. I see. Oops. Where'd it go? Yeah. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this goes back here, and this should go up here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. There, now we have one leg of Ganon. Though I don't think that's fit for eating. Attach that to the chassis. Now for the next leg. Honestly, can you imagine that? One rack of lamb, and then honestly, can you guys imagine that a restaurant, someone decides to order a rack of lamb, and then you end up getting a leg of this monster? That's gonna make someone sick. I mean, I don't know how many health code violations are gonna violate, but also it's gonna taste ridiculously evil. Oh, there it is. Let's see, this goes right here, yes, and then let's go right here. Well, let's get the pieces all together so that we don't lose track of those. Let's see, and then this is going to go right here, yes. Flip this around, and it's going to end right here. Two of these 1x1 studs. One's going to go right here, another one's going to go on top. Then we got to get this black piece right here, stick it over here. Oh, there's one more. Well, I guess I didn't miss it. Or at least I hope I didn't. Oh, there it is. No, this goes right here. And this one's going to go next to this. We have a red piece that's going to go right underneath here. And that's going to be stuck right about here. Okay, now for the other hoof. I mean, you know, that's actually makes me wonder, how would Ganon put his best foot forward? Well, he can't. He doesn't have a best foot at all. We have a hoof. Now we're going to stick it into the rest of the leg. Oh wait, actually I think I stuck it in backwards. Yes, I did. I stuck that in the wrong end. Silly me. Alrighty. And here we have him standing on both legs, although we're far from finished. Next up is going to be the side portions of the kilt. And that's where these little T-bars on the side go. Alright, next up, the tail. Let's see. Ooh, we're making pretty good time, actually. It's barely 8:22 right now. That's good. I think we might be able to finish this before 9 o'clock, maybe. Well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, if we're close enough by the time I'll complete the build. I ever got to plan what I could stream tomorrow anyway in that regard. Actually, no. These two can... Oh, and this is actually interesting. They actually thought about this. Well, if I can fit that in, the problem is it's hard to squeeze the one. Yeah, it's a little hard to squeeze in the 1 by 1 rounded studs into the cavities right here. Well, that's what the directions wanted, so that's what we're doing. Okay, now we need these. And then we need a dark quarter slope. And then we'll attach it to this end. And now we start doing the weird bits of the tail. And now the pink bits. Yes, that's right. Even in game, Ganon had a very weird tail. Oh my gosh, it's like blue in one part, pinkish and purplish in one. It's pretty weird, but I suppose it did as a bit of a slightly subtle telltale sign of where you should attack him. Because I know even if you ask Navi, she says, I have no idea what his weak spot, where his weak spot is. Let's see, the purple tip. And there we go. There, we have the Demon King's tail. We have the King of Evil's tail right here. I have to admit, this is a little odd, but then it works well at the same time. Alright, I think 7 we're going to be working on the arms. So we have one of these here, and oh, we even have dark green shield tiles. I could definitely see some people getting some good mock capabilities out of this set right here. There's a lot of different pieces with different colors that you don't normally see. Let me see, then that's going to go back here. Cheese slope. And then one of these, that's going to go right here underneath. Not that one. Nope. Here, this is what we need. Oh yeah, then we need a 1x2 joint, articulation joint. Let's see, 1x1 stud. It's gonna go right here. And then where's the rest of the arm? That goes right here. Then we need this right here. Overlay that. Oh yes, that's fine. Oh wait, actually no. No, something isn't fine. Yeah, I used the wrong piece. Oh, that's much better. Okay, another shield tile. This is going to go right here. Flip this over and around. This goes. Feels like something's missing here. It does. It feels like something's missing. Let me take a look. Maybe I might have messed up something. Doesn't look like it because the joint's right there. Okay, yeah, that goes there. That goes on top. Yeah, that goes right there. Turn it around, so this is right here. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That shield tile shouldn't have gone there. Let me take a look at that. I think I did mess up something here. Oh, I see. I put it in the wrong spot. This should go right here. 1x2 tile should go next to that. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. Now, flip it around, and then that should do it. Yeah, because this goes right here, and then the shield tile goes right here. Let's see. Then we need this quarter piece. Let's see, 2x1. Put it here. Put a dark green cap on that. Let me see. Then we need a holder, and then we need one of these little talons. Come on. Alright, that's going to go on top. Right here. No, that's over. I need an under. There we go. Okay, two of these 1x1 cavity holes. Stick this little axle in there. Two of them. Is it going on? Oops. Oops. Bit of butterfingers right now. Stick that in here. This underneath. Okay, put this one next to that. Take one of these, put it over here. Okay, now we need another gorilla patterning. Okay, one stud, then another one of these right here. Put this on top. Okay, we'll stick this under the arm. That's gonna go right about here, I believe, yes. Stick this right here. One of these right here. Then we need another holder. 1x1 holder, that's going to go right here. This is, okay, this is another piece I haven't seen before. It looks like something you'd see on a tombstone. Oh, I see. This goes right here. All right, right there it goes. One more on top of that. All right, now we need to start doing fingers. Should be one more. There we are. Come on. All right, make sure they're nice and straight. Or as straight as they can. Or yeah, here we go. Where's the other half of the arm? No, that's not it. Oh, here we are. Okay, then we stick this. And okay, and now we have right arm. So as I stick it in here, yeah, we got the right arm ready. Now for the left. Alright, then we stick this behind here. Let's see, stud. Now we gotta stick this underneath. Like, there we are, like this. Stick this underneath. Yeah, this is definitely coming a lot together a lot faster than the other one. Okay, oh yeah, shield. Oh yeah, shield piece goes right here. This goes right here. The nail for the thumb. should be one more that goes underneath it. Ah, here it is. Goes right underneath here. And this, get right, yeah, there we go, right there. Oops, I missed a piece. Screw this together. 3 more, okay. 3 more fingers. And then we gotta stick this little bit right here. Alright, where's the mange? Yeah, there we go. Alright, and now we have the left arm attached. This is really, really coming together nicely. Alright. Alright, next up is the last piece of cloth for it. We have Ganon's tattered cape. And that's going to be... Bag 8. Oh yeah, bag 8. So in the last bag of the set. Alright, so first let's take the cape. Well, let me see. That's the nicest side. This one is. So I'm going to put these right here. Fit the holes right through the little pegs on the back. And then we got to get 2. Let me see. Are they dark red or brown? I guess they're brown. Yeah. So we'll put 2 of those little 1x1 slots. Fit them in the peg so that way the cape will stay in place. Okay, next up, Ganon's head. Okay, 1x1 snot piece, and then, oh, they even have a... Okay, this is interesting. They're using one of the old blaster pieces for it. Okay, the back end is going to go, yeah. So right now we're building up the head. Yeah, building up the head. Come on, you two. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, this is the face. Okay, so I need... there should be one more here somewhere. There we are. Alright, then let's stick this right here. No, we gotta stick it on the back end. Take one of these one which is not Brit, put that on top. Slide this onto the peg. Make sure the holes are on the side. And then this we're going to stick onto this. No, it's the fan going downward. Yeah. Let me see. Now this goes on the left hand side. And I need one more for the opposite side of his face. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. And then this is one funny little piece right here they did for the heart piece. Ganon's snout. Yeah, let's take a look at his ugly face right now. Look, they definitely got the pig parts down, right? Alrighty. We need two of these. I think they're dark red holders. Yeah, dark red. Red holders. Put it on the back end. One goes here, one goes here. Let me see, then we take these right here, join them here, so that way it'll hold the pieces of the head together. And now we're building the horns. A lot of elbow macaroni pieces are going to go into this. Let me see, then use the gold, which one calls 2 gold 1x1 hollow pieces. Stick these 2 little black mini rods in each end. Okay, 1x1 stud, 1x1 cone, little gold horn, a little gold claw. Let me see. This should go on left hand side of the face. And now we need to build the right horn. There should, there it is, there's one more. Let me take one quick look. Alright, then we need another horn. Alright. Attach them, stick them in, tidy up the horns a bit. Okay, now we need to build up the top of the head and set up for the rest of his untidy mess of hair. Let's see, stick this on top. Wait, oh, no, like this. Yeah, there we go. this little bit right here. Where's my part separator? I gotta straighten this out. Oh no, I had it wrong. I had it wrong. That's what. Well, no, the first piece was right. One was wrong. So that works about right. And then one more. Ow, ow. Oh, my foot's going to be a little bit sore for this. Ugh. Let me see, then I need onboard stud, then I need a microphone. Well, a little microphone stuff for this. Ooh, oops. Okay, stick that stud here, put this little bit in. Bring yours up a little. And now we get to stick it on the pig man. Here we go. Alright, now we have the pig man finished, but we're not done yet. There's two more things we need to do. And it's building up two of them pretty much at the same time. Two golden candle ends, followed by these little bits right here. Usually some people use them for ink balls, some people use them for details, but these are going to become the, this is going to be the crossguard and the handles for Ganon's two swords. But ow, I don't know what I have in my left foot, but that's going to be sore for a little bit. Okay, then I need some brown, quite a few of these brown 1x1 rounded hollow studs, because this is going to start on the cross guards. And then 4 of these little golden little hook hands. Now stick them into the little brown studs we just set up. Not only will they hold other pieces, but also keep them into the single snot pieces. Alright, and we're going to need to start more of the cross guards. Gotta build 4 of these little bits. Like I said, we're building 4 of them, considering we're making a pair of these swords. Here's how they're looking so far. Let's see, G-Man. Ah, welcome, G-Man. You're just in time. Well, you missed most of it, but we're nearly finished. We just need to finish the swords. Okay, so now we just need to jam. We need to take this in right here. Take the handles, stick them up through the snot piece. And then we top it off with the blades themselves. These are actually pretty nice. And now we just need to stick them into the big guy's hands. Okay, and I just realized one of them came off. No matter. Close the hands around. And there we have him. We have the pig man himself ready, angry to tear stuff up. Now we just need to add him to the dialogue. And that's where these two bits right here in the base come in. I'll show you what I mean. So put two of those in right here. It's going to be a little rough, but I think I should be able to articulate Ganon enough so that way you can fit. Yeah, a little rough. I just need to stand the flame. Here. Problem is he's pretty top heavy, so it's taking off some parts with it. Now lower the tail so that way we can add some balance. Shift proportions. I gotta put that piece back. Yeah, but like I said, that's the problem. Ganon's very heavy. Well, like I said, he's pretty heavy. He does not want to cooperate. Turn this over. Oops. That's the problem. I don't like some of these pieces aren't exactly 100% solid. Come on. Alright. Turn the tower. And here we go. We are done. Took a little time to get it going, but we have it finished right here. The complete diorama. Oh boy. Oh man, it took quite a while. Yeah, the base is done pretty well. I mean, it feels pretty light, but yep, final battle indeed. Quick refresher for those just coming in. The first major part was setting up the base right here for the foundation. Afterwards, we started building the debris with this tower right here. And if we take a look at the backside, we even have the megaton hammer right there. And we have little paneling right here, which probably would have been the battlement rooftops for the different sections of the castle. Or at least it would be if it was still standing. And then I see right here we have a little bit of a secret compartment right here, so we can hide some little heart containers for the fight. And then here, just before the scene, we have a little pop-up. We have this little bit right here. We have a little pop-up bit for Ganondorf to make one last entrance before turning into the pig man. And then on the back, we have all this little flame detail for the little barrier that he puts up. And now we gotta look at the pig man himself. I mean, she's proper big. He is. I mean, it's not the first time Lego has actually done like big figure setups, but this is definitely a good one. This is definitely a good way to went about. I mean, he's big, he's nasty, a tiny bit top heavy, so it can be a little bit awkward to stand him. But we definitely gotta go. We definitely have some nice setup right here, and of course on the tower we have Navi right here. And then, well, I kind of wish the tower didn't turn that much. But then we have a little setup for Link to jump off the tower and make a strike at Ganon. And that... Whew. Let's see, actually there's one more thing we might as well share while we're a little bit here. Let me just take the minifigures off. And then let me just change a little, let me just turn one little bit. Let me see, I think I remember how it went, but let me just take one little look just to see. Yeah. Let me just take, so let me see, it's going to be a little bit rough. Actually, I think it is going to be a little bit rough. I think if I assume I didn't get it wrong, I think I might have. Actually, oh, I see, I had it right and wrong. Unfortunately, there isn't much of a stand for Zelda to stand on. Well, I think I can fix that a little bit. We'll just make one modification here. One little modification here, so that way I can have her standing. Because the problem is this piece loves to move and shift. And there. And then we have all three corresponding somewhat. Although I do have to say, it's not exactly an ideal setup right here, considering there isn't much studs for the minifigures to stand. But that being said, yep, you're going back into the ruins. If I could stand him in, the problem is there isn't much room for the legs. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue, but the feet do not want to cooperate. Now I gotta stuff the cape back in a little bit more. Give Link back his shield. And then give Zelda back her little zap thing for the whatchamacallits for, yeah, her little magic bit back. If I can put this back, I should be able to. There we go. Now, the problem is the handle does not like to cooperate. And yeah, here we go. That's it. That's pretty much it for the diorama. We finished the build. Oh, boy. It's been a while since I put this much time into a single build like this. Then there's still a small number of extra pieces right here. I might find a use for them a bit later. But, jeez, I'm stiff all over. Oh, we just barely finished, just 2 minutes past. Anyhow, with that, we finished our build for the final battle, Ocarina of Time diorama. So, how do you guys like it? I gotta say, I mean, some people think it's not perfect, that it's a bit flawed. In one sense, I can understand that. I kind of wish that Ganon wasn't so top-heavy, because the problem is, it's a little rough trying to stand him on the base. But I do have to say, as a buildable, as a construct like this goes, they really did a good job. He's definitely big and menacing. And then I like the addition they had here too of just jumping off the tower to strike a blow. Alright. Let's see, what's this? G-Man. I mean, Gundam models have the same problem. Oh yeah, Gunpla tend to be top heavy as well, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, I have a few Gunpla myself, and yeah, that can be a problem. Let me see, at least with Lego, there's studs to keep it in place. Unfortunately, the studs meant to hold Ganon in place to this diorama. It's a bit rough, because you gotta be a little bit precise in positioning the legs. And like I said, he's a bit top heavy, so he might just go all over the place. But other than that, I have to say, I definitely like what they did with this. I love the attention to detail as far as the architecture, the ruins, and then the thought they put into a few things right here. Like, I definitely like how the swords build up. Very nice indeed. And then, even though the flame detail was a lot to add, it was definitely pretty good. It's definitely illustrating that this is, which will, at least it's canon, he falls anyway. Well, yeah, when he does fall. Well, that depends what timeline you're looking at. In one timeline, yes, Link and Zelda succeed in banishing him to the Sacred Realm. Unfortunately, in another timeline, Ganon succeeds and gets the whole Triforce, but he doesn't get to enjoy it for long because he still gets locked up in the Sacred Realm, leading to the events of A Link to the Past. But that's another kettle of fish entirely. But, oh jeez, I feel stiff all over. And unfortunately, by the time that one happens, another hero ended up seeing Ganon at his strongest. But by then, the Sacred Realm becomes the Dark World. Although it kind of makes me wonder how they'll approach things later on, if they decide to do more. If they do more, I kind of want to see them do more, well, not diorama sets, although a few of them would be good, but make it a bit more accessible, because, a lot of people don't exactly have heavy purses. At least not, well, they could have done a lot worse anyway. They could have done a lot worse, but they did pretty good with this one. Well, there isn't much left to say, but I hope you guys enjoy this build, and for those of you coming in, I will be exporting this to my YouTube channel so you can watch the build from start to finish if you want to. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock, and I'm feeling a little rough. So, that being said, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Now, tomorrow, since I finished this tonight, I know 1 or 2 options I could do, but I think the most likely option I'm going to do is a look at for Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. Now, the game itself is going to come out next week, but the demo is going on, and then what progress is done that can be carried on to the main game itself. So I think that might be worth a bit of fun to look. That being said, I'm not so sure if I'm going to stream the whole game, though. Because the problem is, games like that tend to take a while. As we saw with the first 2 games. But a look at wouldn't hurt. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So, not much left to say, but I thank you all for coming in and watching, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye for now.